Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Series 1 of Master League Story Mode. It is Friday, we're back as ever. I probably mentioned this before and you may have realised, if you are subscribing, that we are publishing a new episode of Tim's epic adventure in the Championship, or it has been pretty epic so far, every Monday and Friday. So I do suggest that you should subscribe, and that's all I'm going to say. Talking of subscribers, we have hit a landmark. We're at 50 subscribers in the first month. I am absolutely over the moon at this. I really had no particular expectations or idea of how well this was going to go, but I've just loved it. I really enjoyed making these videos. And one of the things that has made it, actually no, the number one thing that has made this so much fun to do is having the comments from you, the viewers, and getting your opinions and getting your advice and having you comment on players in it. That is amazing, because the reason I love playing Master League and the reason I've always played it as a manager in this sort of story mode, and I've only ever done it in my head up until now, but the reason I've done it is because it's just really fun to do it like that. And I've always gone through it and I've thought, oh, should I record this? This is great. You know, you get to know the players, you get these little plot lines within it. And I've really got into it, and I'm really, really stoked to see that some of you have too. So I'm just going to point out a few of my favourite commenters from the first 15 episodes and the first 50 subscribers. First one's got to be Felix Dalem. Now I'm going to assume maybe you're American because you've got an American football player, and thank you, my American brother, if you are American. If not, then I'm apologising. But anyway, thank you for all your great comments. Now the one that I've got to pick out is definitely check out Bakali from Valencia. Now, we went through Valencia as we had the Gary Neville link at that time, and I'd missed out on Bakali. I didn't spot him, but luckily you were there to point him out, and we signed him. And I think if anyone has been watching the series so far, you know how well Bakali has done. And the next up is obviously Toko Botza. You've been an absolute legend, especially with the comment of the year so far. The precision of this comment really blew me away, and it influenced me to go and look for a new centre-back. So nothing more needs to be said. Let's enjoy it in its full glory. Absolutely brilliant. So thank you, Toko. Keep commenting. I really appreciate all your input, especially that 4-4 Fakin 2, which we've moved to, and it's really worked, I think, in the first few games. And finally, another great commenter has been Hazer666. And what I've really enjoyed about your comments is that you have spotted, as I have, you know, this is what I love about this, about playing this with you guys, is that you've spotted, you know, little things like Tommy Spur. He's not been performing at the level of some of the other players. And I've spotted that, you've spotted that. That's great. It feels like we're playing together. I love that. Anyway, that's me done. That's my gushing done. Thank you all. Thank you to the first 50 subscribers. And it really means a lot to me in your comments. And so please, anyone who's not commented and has thought, what are you doing playing him? Or what's that formation about? Stop doing that. Do this, don't do that. Please let me know, because I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing this game and talking, so help me out. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Thank you all. 50 subscribers. We're in there. So, okay, let's just get into the actual meat of the episode, shall we? Now, the thing we have to realise at the moment is it is the 5th of December, so we are coming up on the transfer window. This could be a vital transfer window. No, I'm lying. It's not a vital transfer window. We are walking away with the league at the moment. We're 6 points up, but we can strengthen here. But it's going to take some player sales. So I'm going to open this out to the commenters, my lovely, lovely commenters, some of which I've mentioned. There have been others, and I appreciate all of you. Those were just my favourite 3. But as you can see here, we've got a lot of players that we can get rid of. Some of which have featured pretty heavily, such as Jordan Rhodes, Danny Guthrie, Henley at right back. He's been pretty decent for my money. But we're 2.4 million in the hole at the moment, and really we're going to want to make another signing if we can in the winter transfer window, the January transfer window, sorry. So let's take a look through here and see who you think maybe we could let go. Now I've got some ideas myself. First one is top of the list, Ben Marshall. I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to try and get a bit more money out of these guys. 90% chance of getting a bit more money on Ben Marshall. 1.9 million. I think if we can get just over 2 million for him, that'll put us back on somewhere around 0 in terms of transfer budget. And he's not played. He's not really getting much of a chance to play either with Bakali and NG, although he is good backup. So that's a debatable one. He's 24 years old. I can't really see him improving too much. I don't think he'll be part of our long-term plans. Anyway, let's move on. We've got Olsen, 300,000. He's a pretty good stand-in, actually, on the left. We don't need him at the moment because, you know, injuries are ridiculous. They don't happen, but he's not really worth the money we're going to get for him. So let's keep moving. Evans, 270,000. Not worth selling either. Jordan Rhodes, 4.2 million. I'd be insane to sell him, wouldn't I? I mean, Obiulari's coming through as a pretty decent player, but he seems to be working well in that 4-4-2, so we wouldn't want to sell him, would we? Anyway, let me know if you think I should. He's not getting any younger, but he is our star player. He's a fox in the box, and 82 finishing has been deadly this season. He's the championship top scorer. Now, Killgallon. This seems like a no-brainer. 1.3 million. Let's see if we can get a little bit more for him. But are we all in agreement? Killgallon's got to go. He has been, as we heard, exactly. So I think we can probably safely say he should go. Now, Tommy Spur, 422,000. We'll see what we can get for him because I think we probably will look to sell him, but only a 69%. But we'll try that anyway. Henley right back. I'm pretty happy with him. He seems to be developing okay. Nothing major, but he's a youth prospect, so he does have the opportunity to get that real boost of improvement at some point. Now, Koita, he's been a solid substitute to bring on. He can play pretty much anywhere in the midfield or up front. 300,000. Is he worth selling? Probably not. Delfonso, I don't think there's a place for him, and I think we'll get some money for him. I don't know if there's anything to discuss about. Now, this is the tricky one. Danny Guthrie has been the rock of this side. He's been a good distributor. He's scored the goal of the season, and he has been stronger than his stats suggest in the midfield. His body balance is 76, which is good. His ball winning is only 64, but he's played out of his skin in some games. But market value of 2.5 million. We've had a transfer bid in here from Osasuna for 4.2. Now, I'm curious to see how high they will go. But what do you guys think? Should we let him go, Danny Guthrie? I'm not sure. Now, Jordan Lowe, he's a good replacement right back and central midfielder. But if we can get 500,000 for him, I would consider selling him. But, you know, I know he's got some fans amongst you. So let me know what you think. I think the big ones are Marshall. What do we do with him? Killgallon. I think he's going. Marshall and Guthrie, I think, are the two difficult choices in this list. Combined, we could be looking at, you know, 4, 5, 6, nearly 6 or 7 million there between them, which would put us back in the blue or the green. What's the expression when you've got some money? I don't know. I've never known. Not in the red anyway. We could be making some transfers. As it stands, we're not making any transfers. Okay, let's see how we're doing for this game. Ooh, Jordan. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Well, actually, this gives us a chance. And actually, Santiago, I forgot to mention, another great commenter who I didn't mention at the beginning, but has been consistently there with good advice and encouraging words, which have meant a lot to me. I think in his last comment, he mentioned that Bakali is more effective in the middle, and this seems like the perfect opportunity to bring him in there. And he has been pretty decent. He doesn't have the rating there. You know, he's only 74. He's 74 out on the left. Bring him into attacking midfield. He's only 69. But I think he plays above his rating in that position, really, especially on a red. So that's fine. So here we are at Craven Cottage, a beautiful stadium. It really is one of the most historical, lovely little stadiums in the Football League. Craven Cottage. Here we are, Blackburn, a team in extremely good form, up against Fulham, a mid-table team who are way past their Premier League best. Let's see how we get on. Bakali, as we mentioned, he's playing in attacking midfield today. He, not that I wouldn't say that Veretout is a particularly good defensive player, but Bakali absolutely is not. So we will be missing a little bit of that. Can Ulari get his first header in? He can't, unfortunate. An absolute beast of a man. That's a great ball over to Marshall. He's in a bit of space. He's got Rhodes in the middle. He gets ahead of his marker. He can't get there, but NG. Oh, it's a lovely save from the Fulham keeper. Palms it away with his left hand. NG with an early chance. Oh, Rhodes missed the header. It fell kindly to NG. Left foot. Oh, keeper palms it away. Great save. It's our first corner of the game. We can look to pick out the big man Ulari on the near post. Gets his head on it, into Rhodes, the looping header. Lonergan saves well. Couple of chances here early for Blackburn. Full of confidence. Ilari, good strength to win it back. It's a Blackburn ball. Ball into Ilari here. Good strength there from the big Belgian. Back to NG. Whips in the cross. Marshall's in there. Guthrie, long ranger. Oh, he loves that position. He loves it. Full of confidence from that goal early in the season. The goal of the season so far. You just know that when it falls to Guthrie on the edge of the box here, he's going to take a touch and he's just going to let rip. It's a good save from the keeper. Fulham putting together a bit of passing here for the first time in the game. It's cut out by a combination of Hanley and Bakali. Bakali looking to exploit the speed that he has in the centre. It's a great run here. Ball over the top to Rhodes. Rhodes on his own. Goal. Goal, goal, goal. It is inevitable now with Blackburn. They are running away with this championship. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Bakali exploited the space in the midfield. He's away from his markers there. It's a desperate slide tackle there. That was meant to be a ball over the top to Ulari, but I underhit it, but it fell to Rhodes. It's an unerring finish past a poor keeper there. Really poor. I have to say, from a gameplay point of view, I'm sort of looking forward to the Premier League now. We need a bit of a challenge. These games are too easy. The only game we've lost this season has been to Everton in the Cup. Premier League opposition that's where we are nowadays. You know, we are ready to take on the top clubs in the world. And that's 1-0 at half time. Good result. Easy, really. Nothing really from Fulham to trouble us. So we're into the second half here. Fairly comfortable first half. Nothing really of any concern to us. Bakali playing at attacking midfield. It's the catalyst for the goal. And you feel he's got enough just to embarrass the attackers. There, it's a good ball over to Rose. He can't get his head on it. Falls back out to Bakali. Oh, and Ulari nicks it off him as he's falling over. It's a combination of Duffy and Bakali that win the ball back. What Bakali lacks in height and strength, he makes up for in a terrier-like persistence. He's got the... Oh, he can't quite get away from McCormack there. It's good running, though, from the little Belgian. The Geezer press in action here. Ulari pressing well. Marshall's in there quickly. No time to think for any of these Fulham players. Ulari's won it back. Cuts it back to Bakali. 2-0. Great ball there from Ulari. And great work from the strong Belgian. You do not want to be messing with him. And Fulham did mess with him. The press was just relentless from Bakali and Ulari. The Belgian press. Not Bakali. From Ng and Ulari. No, Marshall and Ulari, sorry. But it was the strength of Ulari that won it back. He had Rhodes inside, but Rhodes' run wasn't great, but he spotted his Belgian teammate on the edge of the 6-yard box, just lurking around the penalty spot with a late run. Gets his head up there, cuts it back. It's an easy finish from Bakali, and he's on the score sheet again. Oh, Killgallon. First action is to massively misjudge that. Luckily, Duffy doesn't make those sort of mistakes. Ships it out well. NG spots the run of Veretout, stays on side really well. First touch for the Frenchman. Left out of this game because he's not on the best of form. He's lost the possession there. Ball through to McCormack. Is well weighted, but Steele's just quick enough there. Oh, Veretout with a really poor pass there. He cuts the ball out. Koito's first touch of the game into Ulari. Really nice pass out to Henley. Koito, is he onside? He is. Into Veretout. Jordan Veretout straight at the keeper. Rose just fucking around, and that's 3-0. He's taking the piss. The Flying Scotsman. And that's a great goal. Look at the confidence that Blackburn are showing in these games. Look at that calm finish. Veretout, on good form, would have surely put that away, but the ball falls out to Rhodes. Swings a right foot at it. Number 10 jumps in, nicks it away. And from there, it was never in doubt. Veretout nicks it away. Ball through to Ulari. Goes for the chip, but once again... Oh, he's hit the post! It was almost a carbon copy of the goal in his last game where he tried to chip him. Failed and then got the rebound. Veretout in too strongly there on O'Hara. Game looks to be coming to an end here. Could this be a consolation for Fulham? Ross McCormack? No, Duffy is in really well. Killgallon, not in so well. Henley, can he clear? Killgallon, can he clear? Yes, he can. And there it is. There it is, 3-0. A routine win. Another routine win for Blackburn. 59% possession for Fulham. Wow, with only one shot on target. Blackburn playing a really high tempo, high pressing, and then break and fuck you up style, as Tim Sherwood enjoys. 9 shots, 4 goals. Rhodes with the man of the match performance. Ulari played well. Bakali got his goal. Blackburn Rovers 6 points clear now. Still undefeated. The Invincibles with a 46 goal difference. 62 goals in 18 games. I can't even work that out, but that's a lot of goals. So there we go. Next match, we're up against Wolves, who are also outside the top 7. Just by a quick look at the standings there. Goal rankings yet again. The Jordan to Jordan axis, which I've spoken about so much this season because they are the 2 best players in the league. Both of them have got assists and goals to spare. 18 and 12 goals apiece. Top of the rankings. And 94 team spirit. We're up 1 there as well. We are really just an unstoppable steamroller at the moment. Top of the league by 6 points. So let's get straight into the next game. Up against Wolves. How are we looking? Everyone's looking great. Bakali's on a red. Veretout's back on form. Yeah, lovely stuff. So here it's another game against Wolves. We're at home today, back at Ewood Park. Against Wolves. Not a team that are really one of our direct rivals this season. So we're off. Blackburn flying at the moment. It's less of a case of will we win at the moment. It's more of a case of how many goals will we score. And how can we develop some of our key players. Veretout into Ng. This is crisp passing to start off with. Henley in loads of space here. He gets the ball in. Jordan Rhodes near post. The acrobatic bicycle kick. It's out for a corner just about. What a start that would have been. Ng in strongly. Wolves come away with it though. Henley in really well. Uses almost his entire body to get the ball there. Ulari. Well shielded there. And the ball through to Ng is really nice. Back to Ulari. Absolutely hammers it. Straight at the keeper. Henley in well. Ball out to Bakali. He's got a bit of space here. Spots Ulari making the run. It's a great ball in. Obi Ulari. Oh. Can Veretout get the rebound? He can't. He can. Oh, he can't. Guthrie ball through to Rhodes. It's got to be 1-0. Left foot finish. Easy as you like. The pressure is just too much. You just cannot deal with this geezer press. These championship teams just don't know what hit, and they are not even able to get out of their own half. They're not even able to get out of half of their own half. We had a pin down there. It was only a matter of time before we won the ball back, and when we did, it was a simple ball through from Guthrie to Rhodes. The dummy run of Ulari took the defender away. It's 1-0. They're passing it around. It was only a matter of time before the mistake was made. Ulari's there, but it's the ball past him into Rhodes. Left foot, right foot, what do you want? Left foot, easy. Good ball from Danny Guthrie. There's been transfer speculation around him as well in recent days. The ageing midfielder who's had a great season. But is he in Tim Sherwood's plans? It remains to be seen, but he's set up the first goal here. If anything, the problems that the other championship teams have been having this season has been around not respecting Tim's team and this Blackburn team enough. You know, it's a little bit like Leicester this season. You know, you need to be just sitting off them, letting them come onto you. Where we've been really dangerous this season is on the counter. We've been winning games by 3 or 4 goals, but still only having 60% possession. And it's moments like this, you know, where they're trying to pass it out of defence. We've got fast players who are willing to run their socks off for Tim Sherwood. When they win the ball back, we've got the precision and the clinicalness of Veretout and Rose up front. Been putting the goals away. Oh, as I speak, that was decent play there from Wolves. Oh, the keeper playing a dangerous game there, and it's 1-0 at the half. Great play from Blackburn. Again, the pressure has been insane. Wolves trying to play a possession game against the most blistering counter-attack team in the league. And the league leaders, and rightly so. Look at that, 62% possession, but only 1 shot. So here we are into the second half. It's been by no means an easy game. Wolves have done a really good job of frustrating Blackburn, really, with the possession. But I think Tim Sherwood and this Blackburn team know by now that that's sort of irrelevant, because all we need is a few opportunities. Good ball from Bakali into Veretout. The curler from Jordan Veretout. Look at that goal. He's been quiet all game, but you know you've got that quality there with Jordan Veretout. Really well played from Bakali. Finds him with a nicely slipped ball past the defence. Perfectly weighted. Veretout had options, but he did not take them. He did not need them. Look at this ball. Great play from Bakali to keep it in. He sees Veretout. In he goes. Dummies the cross. Lovely little bit of footwork there in between the defenders. It's a trademark Veretout curler. Veretout, he's got options here. All over to Rose. The header, and it's 3-0. Great play there. The Jordan-to-Jordan axis. They've been unstoppable this season, and it's a goal for both of them. And a beautiful assist there for Jordan Veretout. Crafty little run there through the centre. He was always looking for the other Jordan. Little step over, perhaps unnecessary at that point. Does enough to take it away from the defender. Little chip over is perfectly weighted. It's a header back across goal. The Wolves keeper is just pouring at thin air. Duffy gets away from Ojo. He's got Koiter inside. That's a decent ball. Could this be a fourth here? He's got Bakali out on his left. Goes for the chip. Oh, he wants that chip, Bakali. He's been trying that all season. And that should be the end of the game. Yes, it is. 3-0. Comfortable victory. Another comfortable victory for Blackburn. And as we've seen in many games, Wolverhampton dominating possession, but only getting 1 shot on target. Whereas Blackburn, happy to let them have possession, but keep the pressure on high up the park. Then when they win it back, break and punish them, as they have here. It's 3-0. Rose, another man of the match performance. He's racking these up like nobody's business. Ulari had a bit of a disappointment one today. Not his best, but we've got to appreciate that he is only 19 years old. Veretout did really well. He took his goal pretty sweetly. And Bakali, another good performance. That takes us 6 points clear still. Hull City have now lost 2 in the league. Burnley have lost 4. We're pulling away here. The class is really showing. You've got to put that down mainly to the loan signings of Veretout and G. They have been pretty damn impressive. I mean, you obviously you've got Bakali, who's been a great signing, and that's been a full signing, which was a huge coup, really, if you think about it. But then adding to that those 2 really top-class players in G and Veretout, I think that's what's really done it for us. So, we've had a few bids in. Let's, just before we leave, have a look at these. And maybe this will help you make your decisions as to who you think maybe we should let go. So, Marshall, 2.2. Just over 2.2 million. Definitely one to consider. Olsen, I think we're probably going to leave. Evans, as we suggested, maybe not worth selling at 398. Actually, I will consider that because, you know, he's not really contributing anymore. He's a good stand-in. Rhodes, I think we're going to keep. Killgallon, an extra 175,000, 1.6 million. That's almost a definite sale, isn't it? If anyone's got any disagreements with that, I'll be amazed. Tommy Spur, just shy of 500,000. Potentially worth doing, but we will definitely have to send out the scouts for a new left back, or maybe investigate some of Tim's contacts. Henley we're keeping. Koiter, I think we'll keep. Delfonso, 383,000, almost certainly yes. Guthrie, oh, another 500,000. That is going to be difficult to turn down. Let me know what you think, particularly on Guthrie and Marshall. Those are the decisions we need to make. Quick look at the scouting report. Oh, he looks decent. Like the look of him. Add him to the favourites. But anyway, we'll get into that a little bit more in the next episode. By the end of the next episode, we will pretty much be into the transfer window, and that's when it really hots up. Everyone loves the transfer window. So that's all we've got time for today. So thank you for helping me reach 50 subscribers. Thank you for tuning in again. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't, and do subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed this series so far, because they do help, apparently. I hate to be that guy. And that's about it, so see you in a bit.